Now, this is our next guided reading story, and we're going to do this story 3 times over. First time, I'm going to read the story to you, but I'm going to point to each word I'm reading, so really focus on what's being pointed at and read. The second time, we're going to do an echo read. That's where I point to the sentences as I read them, and then I point to the sentences, each word, one at a time again, and you repeat or read what you heard me read. The third time, you do after lots of practice with the echo read. The third time is when you are ready to read it all by yourself without help, and you follow my finger along as I point to each word and you read independently. So let's get started with me reading the story. Watch where I point to as I read. Tan cat and fat rat. The man had a cat. His cat was tan. His tan cat sat on a mat. The tan cat naps on the man's cap. A fat rat ran by the cat. The tan cat ran after the fat rat. The fat rat and the tan cat can play. All right, there's the story, made up of 3-letter words and lots of sight words. This time, I'm going to read, and then I'll point again to each word, and you read. That's called echo reading. You ready? Let's start with the title, Mr. C's turn. Tan cat and fat rat. Okay, your turn. Great, let's go down to the first sentence. Mr. C's turn. The man had a cat. Your turn. Mr. C's turn. His cat was tan. Your turn. Mr. C's turn. His tan cat sat on a mat. Your turn. Mr. C's turn. The tan cat naps on the man's cap. Your turn. Mr. C's turn. A fat rat ran by the cat. Your turn. Mr. C's turn. The tan cat ran after the fat rat. Your turn. Mr. C's turn. The fat rat and the tan cat can play. Your turn. Great job. You might want to practice that echo read over and over again until you feel like you really know the story and you can read it all by yourself. That's called an independent read. If you're ready for the independent read, here we go. I'll point to the words and you read them. And let's start with the title. All right, down to the first sentence. Great job. And you want to get up to the speed where you're reading at the same speed you would talk. Not too slow, but also not too fast. Keep practicing.